Amanda here from createyourfuture.co. So today I have a really exciting video on how you can manifest anything quickly, especially things that you have a lot of resistance and blocks to. So yeah, we're basically going to dive into what resistance and blocks are and how you can quickly get past them. So yes, before we dive into it, guys, I don't know if you've noticed, I've been doing videos on Megan's night, and I've been doing shorts talking about her courses and the sale that she's having on her courses right now. So we actually would like to let you know that Megan has been in a really severe car accident. She was very badly injured, shattered pelvis, and a lot of other injuries because of the severe car accident. So she isn't actually doing any coaching quite yet. She's been off for a while. She just got home from the hospital not that long ago, and she was in there for about a month. So yeah, her good friend of hers that we agreed to share her GoFundMe, her best friend created her a GoFundMe. So we'll put the link in the description below. So yeah, I mean, feel free to donate if you can. If not, I mean, buy a course. She's got them on sale right now, anything like that. But most of all, I think the most important thing right now is that we all intend that she is going to be able to walk again and that she has a very speedy recovery. So I think that is by far the most precious thing that we could give right now to her is our love, our, intentions that this is all going to be okay. So I'll put the link for the GoFundMe in the description below. So yeah, guys, and also too, I have a course, How to Create the Relationship You Love. You can definitely check it out, link in the description. Remember, we're having a contest. We get to 100,000 subscribers. We're giving away coaching sessions, and I intend Megan will be coaching long before then again, because she does really love it and she wants to get back to work, but she needs to heal. And guys, if you like a sale or you want to know when any like live meditations are going on or anything like that, definitely sign up for our mailing list. Again, the link's in the description, because you'll be notified when Katie's doing her live workshops, or if anyone puts out a new course, or if any of our coaches are having a sale, because who doesn't like saving a little bit of money? Anyways, so let's dive into this. Thank you for having your patience with me through everything. And yeah, let's dive into how to manifest anything quickly. So the other day I saw a YouTube comment and somebody said, well, if I say I don't have any blocks, I don't have any blocks. Okay, well, that's kind of like saying, basically that, only selective thoughts create, but that's a violation of the law. The law is your thoughts create, okay, period. Okay, there is no judgment of your thoughts. There's nobody out there going, oh, no, that's a bad thought. She doesn't want that. Your thoughts create, period, okay? So we have free will, okay? You have free will in your quantum bubble. It's completely 100% up to you which thoughts you are going to entertain. So you can't actually create a belief that, oh, you know what, only my positive thoughts manifest, because there is no such thing as positive or negative. Okay. My blocks never, I don't have any blocks. Okay. Well, the thing is, right, is if you say, look at, I intend for Jerry to want to be with me. Okay. Then you say, well, but he always rejects me. Right. And then you say, well, but I intend that I have no blocks, and I always get what I want. But you haven't dealt with the Jerry always rejects me. So your thoughts are things, and your thoughts are going to, show up no matter what, because every single thought that you have actually creates. So that's why a mental diet is so incredibly important, is to change a story. So now, for instance, okay, what's a block? What isn't a block? Okay, so if I was to say, look at Jerry doesn't like me, okay, that's what is going on. But if I said, I want Jerry to like me, then all of a sudden Jerry not liking me is a block, okay? So I want Jerry to want to marry me, but Jerry doesn't like me. That's a block, okay? But if I don't want to talk to Jerry, I don't want to marry Jerry, and I don't care anything about Jerry, and I say, well, Jerry doesn't want to talk to me, and and that's not a block anymore, because I'm not trying to go for that. So a block is only something that is a thought that is contrary to what you're actually trying to get. So, whereas if you say want to be, in a relationship with Jerry, right? And then you have to make sure all your thoughts are in line with that. Okay. There's no way to circumvent a mental diet and say, look, I can think all the negative things I want in the world about Jerry and how much he doesn't like me, and still, you know what, manifest him wanting to be with me and liking me. No, because those are contrary thoughts. Okay. So yes, it is very good and important to say, you know what, I have 0 blocks and resistance. I always get what I want. But we still have to be aware of the story that we are telling, the thoughts that are coming through, you know, through our mind that we're projecting out there, because our thoughts create. Okay. So we can't create and intend that only selective thoughts actually create, right? Because your subconscious mind isn't judging any of your thoughts. How this works is you have a thought. Okay. So you think about, I don't know, you think about a rainbow, okay? You see the word rainbow, you think about a rainbow, your subconscious mind creates the image of a rainbow, that connects out into the world, and then boom, you see a rainbow in the sky. Okay, there's the only gatekeeper, okay, that's basically monitoring your thoughts is that little voice in your head, right? Once it gets past there and into your subconscious mind isn't going to stop the thought. It's just your servant. It's only going to do what you've been telling it to do. Okay, so to manifest anything really, really fast, right, is to identify, okay, what thoughts are you having that are contrary to what your goal is. So you need to find out what your goal is, and you need to be very clear on what that goal is. Because when you're clear on what that goal is, it's easy to say, okay, this thought's in line with it, that thought isn't, that thought is, that thought isn't. I mean, we only put the label a block on a thought or a resistance because it's contrary to what you're going for. Okay, let's say, for instance, right, you know, I'm supposed to go to this like appointment with Jerry, and Jerry's supposed to pick me up. Okay, now if I really want to go, me worrying about Jerry canceling or not picking me up is a block. But if I don't want to go, me worrying about Jerry not wanting to pick me up and me not going is not a block anymore. So a block is only, and resistance is only a block of resistance in relation to what your actual end goal is. So, you know, being worried that Jerry is going to cancel is only a block if I really want to go to where we were going to go. But if I didn't want to go to where we wanted to go, me thinking Jerry's going to cancel, that thought's in alignment with what I want, and it's no longer a block. So yeah, the only person that can determine what thought is a block and what thought is a resistance to what you want is you. And that has to do with determining what your end goal is. Okay. So that's why you need to be really clear. What is your end goal? What are you looking to create? If you're flip-flopping back and forth, I want to be with him, I don't want to be with him, I want to be with him, I don't want to be with him, right? Then you're just going to be back and forth, get hot and cold behavior. And, you know, when the times when you're thinking, I don't want to be with him and blah, 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 right? Then none of that's a block. But then as soon as you say, I want to be with him, but oh, he always rejects me, that starts to become a block, right? So once you're clear on what you want, you've set your GPS, you're like, this is where I'm going. Then we need to be on a strict mental diet of asking ourselves, at every thought that we have, do we really want to create that? Do we really want to create that? If the answer is yes, great. Keep that thought, repeat it again even. If the answer is no, then quickly on the spot, to ask yourself, what do I want instead? And then change that thought into what you actually want that's in line with your end goal. Okay. So that's how you identify your blocks. It's important to be able to listen to yourself to identify your blocks, because there is no magic wand that says only my positive thoughts manifest. Because like I explained, a thought is only positive or negative at the judgment of yourself, depending on what your end goal is, right? So, you know, your subconscious mind not going to, you know, say that's a negative thought. That's no, subconscious mind doesn't care. It's only serving you. And there is no universe out there going, is that what she really wants? That question has to be done in here with your mental diet, right? Having that conversation with yourself. Okay. So you've got to be on a clean mental diet. You can even create things like, you know what, I always think positive, positive things about what I want. I, you know, my thoughts are always in alignment with what I want. I manifest things easily and effortlessly. I manifest things quickly. You know, I always think positive about my situation. So you can create those, okay? But what's going to be even more important is actually listening to your thoughts and asking yourself, is my story about myself and a relationship, you know, in relation to this other person and my story about the other person, are all of those things in alignment supporting my end goal that I really, really want? Okay. So let's say it's marriage, you know, are all of your thoughts and stories about you being good enough, them wanting to marry you, you know, your beliefs about, you know, relationships, are all of those in line with what you want? Okay, that's always the major question, right? So once you identify all that, change all of that, you know, keep on your mental diet to make sure your thoughts are always in line with that, you know. Yeah, I've been doing this a long time, and I'll say, I'm sorry, there's no magic wand, you know, that's like, we don't need to do a mental diet. Oh, I wish there was. But, you know, that's the one thing that's unchangeable, is the law. And the law is your thoughts create. And, you know, so we have to be on a good mental diet. And I know it can be difficult sometimes. I know it can be tiring. But once you see results, right, and you see that you can actually get what you want with it, trust me, it'll become fun. You'll love it. And you'll be like, oh, I know how I'm going to change this. I just need to change my thoughts, you know? So yeah, you'll manifest anything really quickly, as long as you take the time to listen to yourself and identify your blocks and your resistance, and to change it on the spot. That is by far the most important thing that you can do. Like, this stuff is really basic. It's really simple. It really just comes down to asking yourself every time you have a thought, do I really want to create that? Okay. And then also, when you see things happen in your 3D reality, let's say, okay, Jerry shows up late. Okay. So that manifested in your 3D reality, then you ask yourself, now, do I like it when Jerry's late? No. Okay. Then in that moment, you can say to yourself, I intend Jerry's always on time. He always goes out of his way to make sure he's on time, you know, and whatever other negative thoughts you had around him being late, you know, maybe like, oh, he just respected my time, or he doesn't respect me. No, Jerry respects me. He always respects my time. You know, clean up the whole story on the spot, because really that's just what it's about. Do you like what the person said to you in the 3D? Great. They made you feel good. Awesome. I intend everyone makes me feel good. You know, Jerry said something you don't like. Okay, let's change it in your head for the next time, right? So it's just a constant, you know, watching what's showing up in your 3D and listening to yourself to see, you know, and to say, okay, well, do I want this to continue? And if the answer is no, well, then, you know, revise it on the spot with some new thoughts, right? Anyways, guys, you know what? I intend that helps. I intend that helps. I intend everybody manifest something absolutely amazing today. And guys, you know what? Thank you so much for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. And you know what? I appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Please, 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 everybody be safe. I am intending and focusing on everybody being safe and healthy and all of that, because yeah, that's what makes me feel good. And so let's send those positive thoughts to Megan. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.